Hey everybody, I'm Sean. Welcome to another episode of Angling Spiders. Welcome back everybody. On today's episode, I am back out on the ice again, and it is definitely one of the coldest days that I've been out on the ice this year. When I left home this morning, it was about -19 and windy. I got out here and the wind has calmed down and the sun just came out, and I hope that wind stays down because when I got here this morning it was really cold. What I've done this morning is I have drilled 2 holes in the ice already and set up some rods, and I'll talk about that in a minute because I'm going to do a challenge today. Then I'm going to get my tent set up and I'll probably move one of those rods into the tent just so that I can get out of the cold and the wind. But yeah, I'm chasing pike. One of the things I decided to try today is a JawJacker challenge. No tip-ups today out on the ice, rods only. I got rods set up in the JawJackers. I'll have a rod set up in the tent. Once I get that done, I'll pull one of the ones outside and it'll be an all-rod day. We will see. I suspect I'm not gonna have as much luck because the JawJackers have a lot of tension on them. They set the hook for you, and so there's not a lot of run there. You can set your drag low, but there's not a lot of run. So you're either gonna get that fish when it hits or not. I think the hookup ratio is higher on the tip-ups, that's why I use them, but I wanted to try it out. I haven't done the JawJackers in a very long time, so let's get to it. All right, you guys, so here's my initial setup. You can see here I've got an ice fishing rod on our homemade JawJackers. This one is hooked up with the PC Fun Carbon X, and it is sitting there ready to go. And right now the other setup here is the ICX Frost. Now this one I'm going to move into the tent afterwards, but it's also set up here, and so far I just basically got going. One of the challenges today with the cold is going to be the holes freezing over constantly, so I'm going to have to be checking them regularly, which is why I want to move one of them eventually into the tent. So that's what I'm going to do next, and if any of them go off, you'll see it. All right, you guys, we got another one on the ICX Frost. Seems to be the hot hole this morning. It's on. I think it's a bigger one than the last one. There it is, coming up backwards. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Very quickly, beautiful fish, bigger than the last one for sure. Probably 28, 29. And there we go. All right. Well, I haven't even got the finished setting the tent up yet, and I'm 2 for 2 on the day, both on the ICX Frost. So maybe my hookup rate on the JawJacker is not going to be that bad. We'll see. But fantastic start anyway. All right, you guys, so an hour in, only those 2 fish, but that's fine by me. Finally got the tent set up, so I've now got the ICX Frost in the tent with me here, and I've got my Fish Pro set up on the tripod, recording. I've already seen a couple of pike and a walleye go by, so there's definitely fish in the area. Just have to see if they will bite. And now that I'm all set up, I decided I was gonna get to my lunch. No snackle box today, but just to give you an idea of how cold out it is. Check this out. So here's my lunch, you guys, and here's the lettuce, and that lettuce is frozen. There's some peppers in here. They're frozen. So yeah, I'm gonna eat it anyway. I'll just it'll be really cold. All right, you guys, I think we got one. Yeah. Not very big, but we got one. I gotta be careful This rod, similar to my ICX Frost, has only 4-pound line on it. It's because I was using it as a trout rod. So I got to be really careful. Now I got my drag set really, really, really low. So if this thing runs, it'll take drag easy. So I'm not worried about that. The biggest issue is when you get it to the hole, not snapping your line once it gets to the hole. That fish had run a ways. I gotta say it is a lot more fun fighting these fish on a rod. And what I was worried about just happened, you guys. I think I made a mistake and the line got wrapped around this bell. I should have taken the bell off. That one's on me. Oh, that's frustrating. That is a mistake. That's a rookie mistake right there. All right, everybody, after that mistake, I should have done this before. I've got an extra tip up that I brought with me today, and it's got braided line on it. And I don't know why I didn't think of this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the braided line off of this, re-spool it onto this reel, and I'll be set up. So you gotta learn from these mistakes, and I won't make it again. All right, you guys, we got one. And it's hooked. It's hooked. Get rid of that bell. I'm not as worried. This line's got, oh, there's a nice pull. This line's got braid on it, so I'm not worried, but yeah. Oh, is it nice to fight them with a rod. Look at that. Pull and drag. There he is, barely hooked. Nice size fish. Beautiful fish. Pretty much I'd say 30 on the nose. A little skinny. We're gonna get it released. And gone. Always feels better when you catch a fish after losing one. I'm still annoyed that I lost that one because of my error. You know, if the fish gets off, that's one thing, but when I make a mistake, it really, really bugs me. So we're back on them. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna rebait this and we'll see if we can get some more. All right, everybody, bit of an update here. It's now almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm about halfway through my fishing day. I had a bit of a slow start trying to get everything set up because of the cold and the wind. The wind has thankfully died down. I have landed 3 fish. 1 busted my line. I got that taken care of. And I've had one at this particular hole set it off about 3 or 4 times, which is what I was worried a little bit about with the JawJacker. If they're just nipping at the bait and not committing, it's going to set the JawJacker off and the fish will swim away. Now, the nice thing about that is they don't get hooked, and if they're still hungry, they come back, which is exactly what keeps happening at this hole. I think it's the same fish that's come back 3 or 4 times. So we'll see. Maybe I will eventually get lucky and get this one. With that update, I will also like to launch another giveaway for one of those Angling Spider spoons, the new ones, the new Len Thompsons, and an Angling Spider sticker. And for those of you that have watched the channel for a while, you'll know that this contest is quite familiar because I've been running it every year. And that is, on what date do you think that I will catch my 100th pike of the year? So I will tell you all that in the last 2 years, I have definitely hit 100 pike. And in fact, in 2024, I hit 200 pike, which was new for me. You'll have to go back and look at those past episodes to see what the exact date was when I hit that 100, but I'm gonna do it again. So for the person who gets closest to the date that I catch my 100th pike, on either side, you can go over. So it's over or under. The closest person who gets the date will win an Angling Spiders lure and a sticker. You need to put your guess down below, and this contest will run from now for 2 weeks. Those guesses after 2 weeks from today will not count. All right, I finally got it, you guys. That same one came back again. He's there. Get rid of his bell. Let's hope we finally hooked it right this time. Seems pretty well hooked. Yeah, we got it. Here we go. Whew. All right. Well, it's only fish number 4, but that one took a long time to get. I think that was about an hour and a half to catch that fish. All right, you guys, we got one on the other line. We got one on the other line. She bent right over. It looked like it was going to take the piece of wood right into the hole. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Still on there. I don't know if it's a bigger one or if it's just aggressive, but it took off. Woo! There's a nice pull. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Nice drag. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. I'm gonna have a tough time getting this guy up the hole. Oh, there we go. There we go. He's off. This is gonna be a quick release. Wasn't as big as I thought, but I don't care. Beauty. We're gonna get this one back in. There he goes. All right, we got another one. Just about took my rod, knocked the JawJacker over and took it for a spin. Feisty. I don't want to force this one, but we got it. What a different feel. I know I said it before, but what a different feel when you reel these fish in instead of pulling them in on the tip ups. All right, everybody, another beautiful pike here on a cold Alberta day, and gone. Well, that's 6, and that's pretty good. I've got about an hour left, so I'll get this one set back up, and hopefully we'll get at least one more before the day's done. All right, everybody, getting close to the end of the day here. I got about an hour left, but I'm being serenaded. The coyotes have showed up. All right, there is about 15 minutes left in the day. I haven't had a bite in about 30 minutes, so it has gone really quiet. You can see both of my JawJackers set up here right behind me. Tent's already packed up. I've got most of my gear put away, and I'm just ready to pull the lines. I'm gonna wait, like I said, about 15 more minutes. So we'll see if I get one, but I'm assuming that I'm not going to. I'm hoping that by saying that I'm going to. All right, you guys, some bonus footage. It went off, and he's on. Just getting ready to pack up and slam. Coyotes in the background. And there he is, coming up backwards. Ooh, that's a good size one. That's a good size one. Yeah, that's my heaviest of the day for sure. Easily 31, 6-7 pounds. Loving it. Oh, what a beautiful fish. And there it goes. I really hope that this is my coldest day out here this year, because I hate the fishing in the super cold. It's not good for the fish, it's not good for me, and it makes it a lot more miserable. So I'm hoping it's going to warm up soon. February is always the coldest month here in Alberta, at least in the Calgary area. It's usually when we get our blizzards and our cold weather. So a couple more weeks and this should be back to normal, and I should be back out to close out the ice fishing season. And I've got something else planned in the middle of all that too that I'll let you know about as I get closer to it. But that's going to close this one out today. Hope you guys enjoyed something a little different with the JawJackers. And hey, if you did, why don't you subscribe? It's absolutely free. And I have so many people that watch my videos that aren't subscribed. It drives me crazy. But thanks to all of you that do. And if you like the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and until next time, good fishing.